Welcome to Attican Plays Farm Manager 2021. All right, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Series 15, Episode 1 of Farm Manager 2021. We're going to play the scenario called A Versatile Entrepreneur. Produce, sell, and become a product leader on the market. And this one's kind of interesting because it forces you to have a lot of different factories. If we look at this, and we can spend some time right here on this screen kind of thinking through what we want to do and maybe setting a rule for ourselves, or rule or two. We're going to have the seed and seedling kind of factory. It's a little tiny thing, two-man operation that produces plants and seeds, and we're going to have to feed it red pepper plants. So we're going to have to, you have to either buy or produce red pepper plants, feed them to this factory, and it produces your red pepper plants. Then, of course, we're going to need a slaughterhouse for ostrich if we're going to do this one. We're going to need a mill to ground up, flax, I think it is, yes. I think it's flax. We ground up flax. We'll have to double check that. Ground up flax and then make poppy seed out of it in a mill. Then we're going to need a vegetable processing plant to take tomatoes and turn them into tomato juice. Then we're going to have a fruit processing plant to take strawberries and turn them into jam. We're going to need a frozen food factory, like the one we've used in the past for fish. We're going to need a frozen food factory to feed it spinach in order to make the frozen spinach. And we're going to need a dairy processing plant to take sheep milk and turn it into sheep cheese. So there's every one of those is a different type of factory that we're going to need. So there's 2, 4, 6, 7 factories that we're going to need. 7 different types of factories we're going to need. So that's why it's versatile entrepreneur, because we're going to have a wide set of offerings. Now, I think to make this one be something different, I think I'm going to set a rule that anything that, first of all, any animal we have to grow. Ooh. Do I want to do that? Yes, we're going to say that any animal that we know. Sorry, let me look at this a second. Ostrich eat corn, sorghum, soya, linseed, and sunflowers. And sheep eat crops, grass, wheat, soy, and peas. Okay, I think we are not going to have that rule, because I don't think we can grow. What I want to do, what I have in the back of my head is I want to call this one the Metrolina scenario. Metrolina is this massive, and I mean massive, set of greenhouses, and I mean there are acres of greenhouses at this place called Metrolina, which is maybe driving there is maybe 4 or 5 miles from where I live, and as the crow flies, it's probably 2 or 3 at the most. But don't quote me on those distances, something like that. But anyway, it's this massive place, greenhouses for, it seems like as far as you can see, and they grow every kind of plant you can think of in there, and do a lot of the provide a lot of landscaping kind of stuff, and it's just all kinds of stuff. It's a big business. But I think what I want to do is say, we're not going to have crop fields, because crop fields actually, honestly, once you get them going, they're too easy. Once you figure out how to set them up, you can produce so many crops with them. A large field of soy makes a lot of soy, But I think what we want to do is say we can only have the stinky little greenhouses, which I'm not a fan of. Maybe I'll learn to love them in this episode or this series. But we're going to grow our plants in greenhouses, and we're going to say that any of these plants. Well, I don't know if we can do. Can you do strawberries in a greenhouse? I think you can. If there's one that we can't grow in a greenhouse, like the flax, then we'll just buy it. Okay, but no crop fields. We're going to do greenhouses for everything we can. And I apologize, I'm not sure about the flax. I don't think you can grow flax in a greenhouse. I don't think. I think it has to be a crop field, so we'll just buy that one if that's true. But I think we can do spinach. I know we can do red pepper plants, tomatoes, probably I think strawberries too. So we should be good on those. And then the other thing is, this is the one I was kind of stumbling over. Do I want to do that? Do we want to say that we have to eventually produce what we feed our animals? And I think yes. I think we're going to say if we're going to. Oh no. That's the one that we decided no because you have to have crop fields. I think we could grow peas and feed the sheep. Maybe that would be about it. So we'll forget that rule. You can feed your animals. You can buy the food for your animals. You can buy food for your animals. We have to grow the tomatoes, grow the spinach, grow the strawberries, grow the red peppers, and do that without crop fields. So that means greenhouses. So that's enough rules. That's enough rules. And by the way, just as a quick aside, before we leave the screen, if there's anybody left watching this, if you haven't been completely turned off by the total lack of action, one easy way to do this thing is once you got a little economic engine up and running, you just buy red pepper plants and run them through the factory. You buy flax, you buy tomatoes, you buy strawberries, you buy spinach, run them through the appropriate factory. You can even buy ostrich. There is a way to buy ostrich if you want to do a little micromanagement. Set up a pen, buy all the ostrich, ship them off to the slaughterhouse, rinse and repeat. So we won't be doing that. We're going to produce these. Okay, see what we inherit. And the first thing we see is, look at that, we've got beautiful strawberries in a crop field. We just said no crop field. Tomatoes, beautiful. And red pepper plant, jeez. Oh, man. Oh man. They're just begging us to do it the other way, aren't they? They're just begging us to throw down, when we can afford it, throw down the tractors, set up some economic engine to give us some money, throw down the tractors, farm this. That's 3 of the 5 we need. Throw down a flax field, have all 4, I think. See, we still need spinach. I'll tell you what we're going to do, though. I just went through that whole speech. I went through that whole thing to say how we were going to do this, the rules we were going to set, and we're going to abide by them. So now we have 102,000 to get started. I think the obvious start would be sheep. And just like we do every time, to me, the obvious way to start would be to research the medium pins and go. And I'll see you in 3 days. Okay, our training's done. Let's fire up some more training. We'll go right to work on our staff, making them more effective. And we are going to start with sheep. Sheep and ostrich would be obvious ways to start this, but we'll start with sheep. They are really the best thing you can, just about the best thing you can do. We'll go to our usual spot. I mean, why do anything different? We're going to go right here. And we'll set up what we need to have a basic sheep operation. Nope, nope, nope. Want a road through here. That'll do it. Oh, and let's set up the orders for sheep. And imagine how nice it would be if this whole thing here was pre-populated with everything I could possibly buy and sell, and I could just use the search function to find the things I wanted and didn't have to go through this bouncing back and forth between this functionality and this functionality. That just occurred to me. I probably never said that before, but that would really be an improvement to the usability of this game. All right, so let me set up the sheep buying, what we need. And since we've allowed ourselves to buy it, we're going to get them all. We might as well maximize our production. It wants... I think our output is supposed to be regular sheep, but that doesn't matter. I mean, we're going to start with organic. They make the most money. See, peas, soy, wheat, grass, and crops. Okay, that's correct. And we will sell the milk. And we'll sell the cheese eventually. And we will sell the wool. Okay, and we'll recruit people, and we've done this a bunch of times, so I'll be back when we have a bit of a sheep business set up and ready to go. All right, I'm back and set up 4 organic sheep, 4 non-organic sheep, and then decided because of the beautiful fit with the size, did 4 organic goat and 4 non-organic goat. And I played around with this and made this just one bigger, and you can get all 4 of the houses you need right in here. And if I'd been thinking ahead and realized I was going to do this, I could have laid this out a lot more neatly and gotten, you could get 5 houses into this space very easily. Just scoot this one up this way and put one pointing out that way, and you could have 5 houses in here in the inside of this, and it would be nothing to just throw, some more pins out here or whatever. But I really like, I like this, the symmetry of this, except for that one right there. It has a nice symmetry. It's very neat. We only need 1 of each of these to be efficient. And let me double check and make sure. I'm beginning to like this view a lot. 150. Oh, here's a 135. Medium shed 8. Okay, let's double check 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably this one. That's 9. There's 8. See what's wrong with it. Here's what's wrong with it. That guy wasn't fully promoted. And is he? And he isn't either. So obviously I missed that one when I was doing all my promotions and raises and stuff. So that's actually a very handy view to kind of double check your work. Now it's at 150. Good deal. So now we're getting maximum production. Let's let him do a sell, and then we'll go see what this means to our money. Okay, so let's go look at our money. Estimated budget. Okay, $824 a month, just from this one setup. So this can fund everything we want to do going forward, right? It really could. So I think we can. I think in terms of the biggest bang for our buck and what we have to get done, I think we could go ahead and do the sheep cheese. We'll do one organic and one non-organic of the sheep cheese, which is a really high-end item. We'll look at the buy price. 31 and 47, 40, almost 47. So these and they produce 250 milk, produce 150 cheese. It's probably, I think the cheap cheese is the strongest product in the game. I haven't found anything I like better. I mean, there might be something like in the bakery or something that you don't often get to in the scenarios. It might be stronger, but the sheep cheese is really strong. So we'll just save up some money and put in a couple of factories here next. So let's keep our training going. And I did go through, I've gotten all the strength, and now, this will make all of the cheaper employees research. I kind of went that path. I'll be back when we have enough money to put in a factory. Although you can see, look at that. We have enough money to put in a factory. It's just, this is a strong engine right here, folks. Highly recommend a sheep goat start. And you could do sheep if you wanted to, but the sheep goat really seems to work nicely. So let's put a factory in. Shoot, it won't fit there. I was hoping it would be nice and a pretty little fit, but it isn't. So we will put our. Oh, it is. I may have had it turned incorrectly. All right. User error. All right. Let's get started on this construction here. Next guy, this time to sell guy comes in. We'll put in the house and the warehouse that we need for this. Here he comes. There we go. And we'll put in a warehouse. Well, wait a minute. Let's see. Put a house like that and a road like so. A warehouse here. Oh, and power. Oh, and keep the O-end. O-end decorations. Let's see. 3. Yeah, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we can start recruiting manufacturing folks. 1. And we're going to do the organic. Our goal is to do this one, but we'll start with the organic because it's higher. It'll make us more money, put it simply. Then we'll buff this guy, make him more productive. And now we'll try to recruit some more. Nope. Nope, nobody. Hmm. One, two, three. Perfect. All right, we got everybody now. All right, we got our first up to sell. Now let's see what that meant to our budget. $8.92, good deal. All right, and we'll save some money and put in the non-organic side, and that'll actually address one of our requirements, the non-organic sheep cheese. Now our prices, we have seen some degradation of the organic sheep milk. The sheep milk is -3, organics -13. It was worse. We're already improving it by having this factory in here. So again, I've said this over and over, but by adding the factory, we're improving the price we're getting out of this organic sheep milk here. So it's a double-edged sword. You see the profit from this, but you see more profit. You see a higher rate of return from this, a higher margin. Not necessarily more profit because you're not selling as much milk, but a higher rate of return, and altogether you make more money. Let's see here. Training. I'm going to do this staff training. The staff management training, so I don't get caught short, even though we're not there yet. But your employees really are the heart of your business. They are. They're the heart of this game, and we want to make sure we don't get caught short where we can't hire anymore, and we want to make them as strong as we can get them and as cheap as we can get them, and we've already done that. By that I mean we've already done the research to make them strong, regenerate quickly, and cost less. So let's put in our other factory. Our other factory to be paired up with this first one. And recruit manufacturing people. Whoops. Sorry, Evelyn. Misread your resume. And we're going to put the production on this one to the sheep cheese. Beautiful. All right, so now we should be putting out the sheep cheese at a good pace. No problem with the milk. And if we decide we want more money, we can do the same thing, another pair of these for goat cheese. And in fact, why wouldn't you? Oh, we don't have any training going. Oh, let's see. What do we want to do? Let's improve the production so we can raise this. If this is one a day, which is what I think it is, if it's one a day, then that's 30 a month. And if we improve it by 10%, it'll be doing 33 of these a month, and then 36, and then 39. Once we get all that research done, so you can see how much more money you're going to be making by running getting so much more productivity out of your factory. Okay, I'll be back when I get a couple more factories built, and then we'll decide where we want to go next. All right, so we've added goat organic cheese, goat non-organic cheese, and our money now looks like just over $1 million a month. So this little goat cheese setup right here, $1 million a month revenue, beautiful. It'll stabilize the prices nicely for us and should maintain right in that area as long as we run this farm. So beautiful engine, beautiful. It's September. And we're also knocking off one of our tasks, the sheep cheese. We're almost a quarter of the way through that one already. So looking good there. Now let's think about, we could do the ostrich meat. We know that the eggs are profitable. What's the biggest one we have to do? 22,000 tomato juice. That's a lot of tomatoes. Now I have no idea how many greenhouses it's going to take to produce all the tomatoes we need to keep a factory running, which is what we want to do. I can't stand inefficient factories. I want them to run. But let's just let's think about the thing. I think that one of the multiple things that make the greenhouses a little tricky and a little bit of a pain is you can't actually assign people to the greenhouses. So you just sort of have these unassigned people that go out there and work if it's within the range of their house. So I think what we could do, I think what I'd like to do is build like a central housing area and then put greenhouses all around it for the various products. I think that would look kind of cool, and it would probably be pretty efficient. So I'm thinking we could think about a 4 by 4 by 4 by 4, like 16 greenhouses around a central living area. And in that area, of course, we would have a warehouse for the end products and for the seeds and fertilizers and stuff you would need. We could irrigate them all and have a central irrigation pump as well. But let's just think about that. Let's think about it as a 16 block or 16 greenhouse setup, kind of like this, only with greenhouses. So let's see what that would look like. Large ones, of course. Leave a space for a road. 1, 2. Okay. If we have enough money, I'd like to go all the way across here. 2, 3, 4, just to see how much space that is. And if we came in like that, and up like this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We'd have 12 inside. We'd need 4 houses for this, I think, at least 4 houses. Yeah, see, the greenhouses are skinnier than these things. They're 3 across. These are 4. So they can fit in a tighter area. And also we don't need a barn, so they can, again, fit in a tighter area. What's that seed factory look like? Production, seeds and seedling production. Oh, it's very small. It could fit in here as well. No, it's just, oh, it's odd shaped. It's, We're gonna do our, stick with our 16. 4 houses. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4. A road here. Oh, I think that would work. If there's a house here and a house here and a road through here, and then a warehouse in the middle. Okay, you could even put a house over here if you needed it. Oh, you know what? Fertilizer. We could, yes, we could do. Fertilizer pit here too to serve these guys. And then our decorations can be all along the roads on the outside. They don't have to be right around the houses. So we can have our 4 houses here, our input outputs here, and then surround it with warehouses or greenhouses. Yeah, that'll work. So we want plant people. And then we want to irrigate these, and we want to grow. I think we want to grow. Yeah, let's look. Let's do the, no. Let's do tomatoes. Let's start on the tomatoes. And they're regular tomatoes. We'll use fertilizer. Oh, we need to start getting some plants in here if we want to get. There we go. And power, I think we can throw it right in the middle. I do want to start bumping these people up. And let's bring this range down so that they're only going to work. Make sure they don't wander off and do something too far away. They shouldn't, but you never know. All right, let's do some strawberries. And let's do some spinach. And I'm going to go back through and turn off the notification. I don't want to get a message every time they do a harvest. Okay, we got spinach, we got strawberries, we got tomatoes, we can't do flax, red peppers. And we're kind of out of money. So we can start the process. Red pepper plants. Now we can go back and irrigate all of these. And we just need to keep recruiting plant people. It's more difficult to tell who you've given raises to, who's happy, all that stuff. I'm just going to have to kind of look here and see, make sure they're 5 out of 5, and they're this happiness bar goes past the half. Like this one here, I don't know if she has a red. Yeah, she does. It's a little clumsy compared to the way you do the animals or the factories or whatever. Notice how much money we have. There's no way I can't recruit people fast enough to keep up so that we can keep spending our money. We just can't do it. And we may have to go through and give these people more raises because they get a minus 10% for working with their hands, for doing manual labor. But that varies depending upon what task they're doing, I believe. Now, let's see what we're getting here. 900 tomatoes, so 3,600 tomatoes. we may need a whole one of these just for tomatoes. The other thing that makes this hard is the way the interface works. You go in, pick one of these people, you buff them up, then you have to go back and find the house you were just looking at, and then you have to figure out which one did I just do. It's not easy to do. Now, maybe it would work better in the staff list. If I looked at plant people. Oh, yes. If we look at the people, I don't understand. That doesn't do anything. I want to see sorted by their work so I can find the plant workers. And then I can see all the... Let me try it. Let me go out and come back. I want to see sorted by work. What's that supposed to do? Look, it. Oh, is it sorting them by their action? No, it's not doing. I don't know what that's doing. When you hit this, I don't know what it does. In fact, it's actually alphabetizing them by their names. That's wrong. That doesn't work at all. Good grief. Okay. So I'll have to go down here, find a plant person, and make sure they're level 5 and make sure they are, their happiness seems bigger than it, above 50%. Emma Shepard is suspect. Okay, that was good. That was semi-helpful. But look at that process I had to go through to find one. Ugh, man. Suboptimal there, I think. 8, 8, 8, 8. I've got 8 in all of them, so there we are. And I do really believe I need one whole set of this just for the tomatoes. So is there one we could get to work on? We could do, well, we don't have any of this stuff grown yet, so never mind. When we get harvest, we'll start putting the plants in. Although the poppy seed, we know we're going to just buy those. So why don't we just put in poppy seed needs a mill. A mill doesn't really fit with those, so shoot. All right, let's put a mill right here. Oh, and this one's going to need, yeah, it's going to need a silo as well. You know what I think what I like better is putting the silo here so it doesn't take up any extra space, and we can use our kind of our usual design with the warehouse like that. And we could throw couple more flowers out there. Ah, shoot. Put power there. And start recruiting manufacturing people. Okay, and we're going to be making poppy seed. Oh, that's linseed. Oh, crap. Oh, here we go. Out of poppy. And can we grow poppy in here? No. Okay, still the same thing. We can't grow it, so we're going to buy it. And we're going to have to set up a trade order. We'll buy the poppy, and then we're going to sell the poppy seeds. Oh, I see we're harvesting something. I'll get back to that in a second. I want to make sure I didn't get this poppy seed thing backwards. They're a little confusing. Yeah, I've got something wrong here. Oh. I think I bought the seed to grow poppy. What I actually need to buy are poppies, which I'm not sure you can buy. Yes, you can. Okay. We'll buy 1,000 of those. And these seeds are worthless. We don't need any more. We'll just sell those. There we go. Now, where are those stored? See, we didn't need that. Doggone it. Where are poppies stored? Probably. I would think they'd be stored in here, wouldn't they? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are they in the barn? Ah, crap. They're in the barn. We'll put a barn near it so that these guys aren't walking all the way over here to get what they want. That's why this hasn't started yet. They're walking way over here to get the poppy. Now it's in here where we want it. Alright, so we keep buying up to 1,000, and we'll keep using it in here. And we should be knocking off our ground poppy seed. Yes, we are. Alright, we're starting to get that one done. We're getting our sheep cheese done. We have harvested something. Let's track tomato and strawberry and what else are we making? Spinach and something else. Red pepper. And according to this, we have none of anything, so maybe I didn't see what I thought I saw. $39. No, I thought I saw harvesting going on here. I think I was wrong. Now, an interesting question is, are we losing money on this deal? So, oh, and we need 2 more people. Shoot. Now, I should have set this scope down for this house. Assign this. Gotta move these down to where their scope is only the greenhouses that they're supposed to be working on, or as close to that as we can get. Okay, and now I should be able to assign without seeing. There we go. Now I only see the people I'm interested in. Okay, 200 make 120 on the poppy. All right, why don't we stop right there? I think this is getting pretty long. Let's stop right there. We've got a basic greenhouse. Now the thing we got to figure out is how many of these do we need? And I'm thinking we probably need one whole setup like this just for the tomatoes. And then, and we may even need one whole setup for each thing. And look how inefficient that is. At 32 people making these plants. Ugh. It doesn't compute for me. Maybe it's great. Maybe I'll love it when it's all said and done. But see how our budget has gone down, and that's because this is all expense. It's not making us anything. But anyway, the next one we'll take a look at the profitability of our poppy operation and try to get a sense for this, and maybe just expand it proactively, and also get into our ostrich and all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Farm Manager 2021 video. Thank you.